Arav, stop that. Don't you see your Tatagaru sitting right there? Come and sit properly before you eat your breakfast.
Amma, why do I have to sit down to eat? The grown-ups sit on chairs when they eat. And why should I respect Tatagaru so much? He's just reading the newspaper. It's not like he's doing a magic show or something.
Ah, my little curious cloud. You ask why we respect elders and why we sit to eat? It's all about dharma, right conduct, my dear. Let me tell you a secret story from the Mahabharata path that explains why a duty, even if it feels yucky at first, is the sweetest thing in the world. He was an amazing student, dedicated and incredibly loyal to his guru, Sage Veda. One day, his guru had to go away for a while and put Uttanka in charge. Now imagine this, Arav. All the other women in the ashram came to Uttanka and started teasing him, saying, Uttanka, you should marry our guru's wife while he's gone. You don't want to waste her good time. Uttanka was very clear in his mind. He knew his only duty was to protect the ashram and respect his guru's family. He politely but firmly said no. My only duty is to my guru. His loyalty was so strong. When Guru Veda returned, he was incredibly proud and commended Uttanka for his strong moral boundaries. After his studies were done, Uttanka asked his guru, Master, what gift can I give you for teaching me so much? I want to give you Guru Dakshina. The guru said, Go and ask my wife. Uttanka went to the guru's wife. But she was still grumpy that he hadn't done what she'd wanted before. So she gave him an impossible, sneaky task. Bring me the beautiful celestial earrings of King Pushya's queen. And they must be here in 3 days for my religious fast.
Whoa! That's like asking for a flying elephant. Was she trying to trick him?
Maybe a little, my clever boy. But Uttanka did not complain. He knew it was his Guru Dakshina, a sacred duty. On his way, something super weird happened. He met a giant man riding a huge bull. The giant looked at Uttanka and said, Hey young man, if you want to complete your duty, you must eat the bull's tongue and drink its urine.
Ew! That is gross, Amma. Did he really do it?
Uttanka hesitated just like you would. But then he remembered his Guru Veda. He thought, if my wise guru did this, it must be part of the journey. So he did it. And guess what? He felt strong and energized afterward. His guru later explained that the giant was actually Indra, the king of gods, and the dung was like Amrita, a divine energy. The first big lesson. When an elder or a guru asks you to do a respectful thing, even if it seems strange or unpleasant, like sitting properly or doing a chore you don't like, trust their wisdom. Sometimes the yucky duty is actually a blessing in disguise. Uttanka finally reached the king, who told him to meet the queen. But the queen wouldn't show up. Why? Because Uttanka hadn't performed his ritual bath. He was too dusty and hurried from his journey. The second big lesson. See, Arav, why do you sit to eat? Why do we have a bath before praying? Because preparation, like bathing or sitting calmly, shows respect for the task, be it eating, praying, or meeting the queen. After bathing and showing respect, the queen happily gave him the earrings, but gave him a scary warning. Be careful. Takshaka, the king of the serpents, wants these earrings. On his way back, Uttanka got careless. He stopped at a river to bathe, and he put the sparkling precious earrings on the bank. Poof! A sneaky snake, Takshaka, disguised as a beggar, snatched the earrings, changed into a huge serpent, and slid into a tunnel leading to Nagaloka, the serpent world.
Oh no! He was so close! That sneaky serpent! What did Uttanka do?
Uttanka was furious. He started digging the hole with his bare hands. Then the kind god Indra sent his powerful weapon, the Vajra, to help Uttanka carve a massive tunnel into Nagaloka. Inside the serpent world, Uttanka saw some strange, beautiful things. He praised everything he saw, and finally, a man on a magnificent horse appeared. The man asked what he wanted. Uttanka explained his urgent problem. The man on the horse leaned down and whispered the strange, comical instruction to Uttanka. Blow into the anus of the horse.
The horse's bottom! That is the silliest thing ever! Did Uttanka do it?
He did. He remembered the lesson of the bull dung. He thought, my duty is to my guru's wife, and I must trust the path. When he blew, a giant storm of fire and smoke burst out of the horse's mouth, nose, and ears. The entire Nagaloka started to burn. Terrified, the sneaky serpent Takshaka popped out and returned the earrings. The man on the horse, who was actually the fire god Agni and the rain god Parjanya, gave Uttanka the horse to ride. And swoosh! Uttanka reached the ashram just in time for the fast. The takeaway and your great urge. Now, my darling son, tell me, what was the most important thing Uttanka did to complete his duty?
He never gave up. And he did the yucky, silly-sounding things like the dung and the horse's bottom because his elders asked him to.
Exactly. And why do we respect elders like your Thatagaru? Because their words are the divine wisdom that help us overcome the sneaky snakes like laziness, bad habits, or disrespect that try to steal the good from our lives. When I ask you to sit down to eat or respect your grandfather, I am not being bossy. I am giving you a small piece of Amrita, the elixir of life that brings you peace and good manners. Sitting calmly is how you honor the food and the people who gave it to you. That is the true Dharma. Uttanka's story shows that duty and obedience, even the ones that look like a joke or a chore, are the fastest horse to a good life. They give you the strength to fight any problem.
Amma, I understand. I don't want any sneaky snakes to steal my good life. Next time, when you ask me to sit or do a chore, I'll think of the magic horse's bottom. I will do my duty, even the smelly ones.
That's my good boy. Now eat your breakfast like a king. You are the Uttanka of our home.